and welcome to Game Trades. All right, you woke up, GME down 20%. They had a share offering, selling 45 million shares, and then letting everyone know first quarter sales dropped. Here we go. We have the news article here, guys. This is not FUD. Can't call it FUD if you see that the stock price reacted to it. I'm targeting the GME fan base and the AMC fan base. Let's really talk about this for a second. So GameStop, a niche video game retailer dependent on the video game industry, and the video game industry has not been so hot. We're all waiting for Grand Theft Auto 5 or 6 where I've been. Alzheimer's, yeah. And then of course you got AMC, and AMC being an exhibition business is dependent on the Hollywood industry. Are they pumping out movies? No. I mean, you had the strike, you had a lot of complications over on the Hollywood side, and you have consumers and their taste is changing. They rather Netflix and chill, literally. And so when you think about what the experience is like going to the movies and having to spend $80 between 2 tickets, a hot dog, a water, yeah, you got to pay for napkins too. It gets too expensive, especially for the American public. I know some of you will argue, well, this is a squeeze play and we're talking about squeeze plays, and of course it's easy to jump on that narrative when you got some guy named Roaring Kitty just coming out of nowhere and posting videos and memes and saying nothing with something or something with nothing to have meaning. Makes absolutely no sense. Let's get back to AMC and GME and let's look at the chart and let me explain to you guys something. There's absolutely no hate towards the company. I'm a trader. I see opportunity, I take it. The squeeze narrative, for those who are saying, well, Gabe, 2-3 years ago, you had a squeeze narrative. I absolutely did. And then I changed and I pivoted. Something you ought to learn to do in the stock market. Ideas change, thesis changes, you pivot. I'm not gonna hold on to a toxic marriage if she's taken all my fucking money. We have GME trending down, market open, currently trading at 2067. Now let's go to the daily and let's look at what happened here. So on the daily, my system alerted me on April 24th, hey, we have some action going on. We break the 200 and we rock and roll. Now, my trailing stop system, Titan AI, told me exactly where to put my stop to protect me, right? After all, if you got the alert at 10 and you're up to 44, that's a 400% return. The greedy ones got as high as about $80 pre-market, okay? Let's get on over to AMC because AMC shows a lot of the same thing here. AMC just runs in sympathy. Now we got the alert here on April 18th. The alert, we had a shift in momentum, a pivot in momentum, and then we come all the way up to 1231 at or about, actually, we break the 200 EMA and get as high as 1330. Of course, I said, watch for the rejection. Titan AI eerily gets us to 804, the Battle of 801. You guys remember that? The Battle of 801. Feel proud. You were there. So was I. Not anymore. This here would have protected you should you have decided to begin buying in, okay? And so, guys, let's just be real here. You are retail. Cohen and CEO Adam, they're executives. They have a different responsibility. You have a responsibility to yourself, your money, and your family. They have a responsibility to a company until they are fired. I think you have a larger set of responsibilities. So with that, you have to manage your expectations, your ambitions, your goals. You have to be able to manage that. And that's not happening. I see it in the comment section. Trolls coming out of nowhere, a bunch of 19-year-olds aspiring to be billionaires or bajillionaires. You see it on Twitter, it's toxic as fuck. But when you have this type of information, and it is my obligation to relay that information to you, whether you like me or not, anyone listened. And they were able to make money in these oscillations here. Because guys, this system here at Trade 1348 is designed to help you make money in oscillations. That's my job, to share that information with you. It's my job to give you the heads up, because charts and facts, well, they trump emotion, speculation, and any dumbass on Twitter or YouTube feeding you that to the moon thesis. To the moon with your port. I guess. Now, for those who are wondering if this system works with shares and options, absolutely. We alerted you here at 478. This was way back in January. This is NVIDIA, right? January 8th. You were alerted at 475 at or about, and here we are, 956, right? Just 5 months later. 5 months later, imagine that, NVIDIA, right? For those who want to trade futures, this also works for futures as well. Let's head on over to ES, and as you can see, it works on futures as well. It pretty much works on anything on every time frame, and of course you could see it also works on Bitcoin. I like to trade crypto on the 15-minute time frame just because it's just super volatile. But what we're doing is we are trading confluence on a color-coded rate, so we get the signals, but we go ahead and veto the signal with these color-coded systems here. And by the way, to my futures traders, my fellow futures traders, look at NQ. How beautiful was this? We had a bounce off the 200, the same 200 on the daily that I tried to warn AMC and GME about, but hey, I respect it. I always respect the 200, whether it's on the 5, whether it's on the 4, the daily, the 15, whatever time frame I am playing off of, I always respect it. So now we got a nice bounce and currently up $10,000 and counting. You know what? I'm not gonna be greedy. I don't want to showboat. I know it's painful if you are an ape in AMC and GME and you've been in AMC and GME for over 3 years. Have yet to learn the skill necessary to navigate the markets properly so that you are not manhandled by the Andrew Tates, the Roaring Kitties, and the Zach Morris. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here making my 12 grand, 13 grand, 13.6, 13.5. You know what? 14,000, I am gonna be done for the day. You guys have seen enough. I've made my money. You saw me yesterday make my money. It is what it is. I'm signing out. Peace.